what did you see this time with the droughts in the second half there again?
They did a really good job. How we were scoring in the first half, they did a really good job. Denying the wings, taking us out of rhythm. We were slow in our pace, and that allows teams like that to just get up and overplay and force us into a lot of where we couldn't run our offense, and we late shot clock, and we get a contested bad shot, and you're just not going to win like that. It's just, you just can't do it. And that was, I think, the biggest difference in the second half for sure.
Is it starting to feel like here we go again, because it kind of happened at that same time in the past 3 games that the offense just hits a part where it just can't.
Tonight was a little bit odd though, Percy. It was one of those games. We found out about Hamir Wright, today, and then Nate couldn't play, and so we played a lot with 2 bigs for the first time, and that's where a little bit of the rhythm and the way that they're playing. So that was a little bit odd. There were some good points on it, and then there was some there were some sticking points. Like we like to play 4 around 1. And it's a little bit different with 2 bigs, but we tried to adapt, and we just got a lot of empty possessions where it just was a throw up rather than being able to get a good shot off of execution, speed, and precision. That wasn't happening in the second half.
And the problem with Hamir and Nate were?
Hamir was sick, and then Nate hadn't practiced for the whole week, so
Because
he got hit in the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Quade out, Marcus seems to have to take a lot on. Are you asking a lot of him?
Sure. We're asking a lot of him, and he's been pretty darn good. Again, it's a hard. College basketball is hard, and you've got to be. It's hard. It's hard mentally. It's hard schedule-wise. It's hard in every area of your life. Pressure, stress, social media, school, and so I think a big thing is we are asking a lot of him, but I think he's done a heck of a job. I really do.
You're getting to the point now, 4 games left in the regular season. What's your message to these guys at this point?
We can win any game we play, and what I told them tonight was. We're not going to win any games shooting 26% in the second half and 20% from the three-point line. We're just not. It's just not going to happen. And how do we solve that? We've had some really good practices. The ball movement I thought was good in the first half. And then some of these teams just completely take you out of what you want to do, and you got to be able to go and make a play. And we weren't able to make plays tonight.
And it seemed as if the offense got a lot of the wild plays, the alley-oop, but did that just come out of the transition, or?
That came out of transition. We had some decent stuff, I think. I thought we also got some really good looks that we just did knock down. But there was a lot of possessions where it was just, playing a couple lines like BPJ hasn't played all year. He did a really good job on the defensive end, but you just lose a little bit of rhythm and execution and timing. We just, you're not going to win games. We shot 35-16, and our defense also wasn't great. It was okay, but wasn't great at all.
Do you feel really tested as a coach to solve this? Because it is strange. You haven't even been blown out in any of these games. Like bad teams, get blown out and they don't look very good. This one plays well at times and then doesn't finish.
Yeah, and again, it's been a challenge. There's no getting around it. I've learned a lot. It was like tonight. I looked at the staff and I'm like, the 4-man can't play, so now it's the 5. Put Isaiah at the 4, and we went with it. And they actually did a good job for a long period of time. We just couldn't sustain it, and that's kind of been the theme, the sustainability over time. A couple possessions here, throw away here, a couple UCLA. We had a couple where they just got 2 turnovers and baskets, energy, those types of things. But, you got to credit Stanford for that. That's kind of been our Achilles heel, and they utilized that in the second half tonight.
How did Jaden getting in foul trouble kind of change your rotation plan for tonight?
Well, Jaden, you can put anywhere on the court. You can play him at point guard if you had to. He's so talented. But, not having him, having him for 16 minutes and then him not being able to get into a rhythm, He's played probably his best basketball in the last 3 games, so him not being in, no question, impacted us, especially not having Hamir or Nate. But
And obviously he picked up his 4th foul early in
Yeah.
that second half. Were you sort of like, was there a point in your head to when do I get him back in? When is that?
Always, when we played UCLA earlier in the year and he got that foul and he got his 4th, I decided to play him because I wanted him to be in the rhythm of the game, and can you play without fouling? And that ended up, biting us at the end, not being able to have it in the game. So I waited and tried to get him in, 6 minutes ago. If we could kind of keep the separation 2, 4, 6 points, 2 possessions. If we got a little bit further, I would have got him in.
Couple more guys.
We talked about how much you were expecting out of Marcus and how hard it is.
Yeah.
But is what's being demanded out of Marcus maybe having to have Nas and Jamal do some things out of their comfort zone that possibly throw them off a little bit too?
Listen, it's all, there's so much, it's like football, it's timing in plays and execution in plays. And, Marcus is, he's went from not playing to playing 34 minutes in high-level college basketball, and pressure, and he's got to run the offense, and he's learning a new defense and all these other things. I think he's done just an incredible job. It's hard. It's hard at this level, especially as a freshman, to compete and perform. And I think, if you look at the numbers, he's doing pretty damn well.
Stanton gave you a lot, the little bit of time that he had. I mean, he kind of gave you guys a spark. What did you see from his game today that you liked?
Sammy's a smart player, especially on the offensive end. He's a ball mover. The ball doesn't stop when it hits his hands. He's looking to make the extra pass. And, those are things that are contagious that we're trying to get with this team. And he does that. He knows our defense well. And he's just a positive guy every day. And so I was, I was happy for him today to get that opportunity, and I thought he did well with it.